All praises due to the Most High. Family, we back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching Season 2, Episode 20. Well, this is Episode 25 overall of Hell's Paradise. Y'all, I mean, I knew it was about to pop off because the end of the last episode we seen Shugen pull up, but it got crazier and more hectic than I thought, family. They said it's all out war. That's where we at. It's crazy. Right? So, family, it was so much development in this episode. I'm not gonna get it in order, family, right now. We're just gonna walk through it all. Okay. Now we seen Gabimaru leave Yuzuriha behind. He passed out, right? This is all happening just the moment before Shugen pulls up. Gabimaru just passed out as he left Yuzuriha. Shion and Nudugai are like, they're checking in with each other. Like, hey, you good? Yeah, you good? You good? You good? You good? Yeah, I'm straight. All right, yeah. All right, you sure you good? Yeah, all right, let's go. Right? And same, we like game planning with the Chobe brothers and Tamiya and Fuchi, right? The Asaimon. They're game planning. And then Shugen knocked the doors down, right? With these monsters. With the Doshi, I guess. Right? Now, remember, Sagiri and Mei had pulled up, and this is the Tenzin, I don't remember her name, but the one that hasn't been fighting. She really just was babysitting like the intelligence outpost, right? But all the Tenzin died, right? Ran, Jufa and Taufa, and then Zujin, right? Zujin? Okay. But so this Tenzin she leaves Sagiri. She's like, well, we're not gonna fight, so I'm out of here. She goes and tells Rian, hey, all the Tenzin are done. So like, what are you gonna do? So he says, okay, well, we're just gonna send out all the Doshi we got, because he's really just concerned, I think, as per this other Tenzin. He's just concerned about getting this plant and these bees on the mainland, right? So everything else can go. Everything else does not need to make it. So I think that's his attitude towards the Doshi. He's like, send everybody. Go out there and stall. Just buy time, he says. So that's why I'm thinking he's at. And so that's when all hell breaks loose, is when the Doshi get involved. Because family, like, and Tamiya, among other characters, were talking about, well, Tamiya in particular though, was talking about like, man, war is crazy. War is different from just fighting in a contest of strength. He's like, war is different. And because of all of the different objectives, family, and it's just a fog of information, and right? I mean, it's not like we got cell phones and Wi-Fi for instant updates, family, right? And we know that even if you just survive by yourself, you're not gonna make it. We talked about before all this started, you know, the samurai criminal team said we need at least 5 people to make it to man the ship to escape. So just surviving alone does not guarantee that you're gonna make it. Okay, so the Doshi, Shugen and them pull up with the ninjas, the shinobi, right? Which is another layer. The Shogun and the shinobi are not on an exact page together. There's just a large overlap in their objectives, right? So even they're really just concerned with taking out Gabimaru. And the Shogun wants them to take out any of the criminals as well. They got the green light on criminals, and then they want Gabimaru. Why? We got a flashback because the chief of the shinobi, Gabimaru, is a placeholder, right? It's just their. It's not a person's belonging. It's not your name. It's a village. It's a village title. And so what the chief did was, this woman shinobi whose mask had been broken off. She took it off now, but she's the one who had the broken mask for a couple episodes. He gave her the name of Gabimaru, and she is to make sure that Gabimaru is taken out. Now, we see her later. She's actually the first one to catch up to Rien, which I thought was crazy. But what we saw from her ascetic blaze, which is Gabimaru's trademark move, her ascetic blaze was, oh my gosh, I don't know. Is she stronger than Gabimaru? Is maybe that move just her specialty more than Gabimaru? Because why was that so impressive? Right? But anyhow, the shinobi, some shinobi pulled up on passed out Gabimaru, but he, out of like reflex and instinct, like woke up and started fighting back, right? That's why his pupil was like tiny. He's like, what happened? And he's fighting off a reaction, a reflex. Then he like calmed down and gathered himself, right? Now he's moving forward. And at the end of the episode, family, we're about to get, Gabimaru gets all the, I'm making that up. I was about to say he gets all the rematches, but I'm making that up. But this certainly is a rematch. We are certainly going to have Gabimaru, if not alone, then he's at least, maybe he's getting help, but he's certainly fighting him at a minimum by himself. But so he's fighting Zujin again. Now Zujin, Shion did not take out. We saw them crawl and end up, they're low-key messing Rien's plan up because they got to the Banco plant and he turned into this massive giant Tencent transformation. That's Zujin, the same one that Gabimaru fought before. Okay. Now, what happens now, family, is in real time, our squad has to orient its objective, right? And see, like, because we have to assess who's really attacking us and who's not, right? Because all the different parties have a different objective, which means everybody has a different, like, target. And because we're working together in some of these instances, we're trying to assess, okay, are you, okay. So across the board, we pretty much decide, okay, it's better to just stick to our main objective of getting to the boat and leaving, right? By any means. Now, but by the end of the episode, family, what happens is basically all of us are confronted by the samurais. Like, we're all having to prove to them, like, yeah, we're actually with the criminal in this instance because you're gonna, I'm just, we're planning on escaping, and then I'm just gonna step aside. In the case of Sagiri, right? Because she's confronted by I forgot the girl's name, but she's a big Amazonian physical samurai, right? And she's the one that finds Sagiri after Yuzuriha came back, right, and confirmed she's back alive, or she's still alive. But Yuzuriha came, she helped Sagiri in this instance. And she's giving Sagiri an update. She's like, oh yeah, it's crazy out there. But then before they even make a move, old girl pulls up and she's like, Sagiri. They read out the Yuzuriha's crime. Oh man, Sagiri, please tell me you're not with her. Like, please step aside. So what is Sagiri supposed to do? Like, oh yeah, sorry. I know we made like a blood oath basically, but I'm just gonna step aside and watch old girl take you up. No, that's not gonna happen. So, but that happened across the board. And the most I'm nervous about, family, is Fuchi and Tamiya against Shugen. That one's nutso, right? But so that's what's happening. Now, nobody else made it to Rien yet except the new Gabimaru. And Gabimaru is about to fight the biggest Tencent we've ever seen before. I don't know what's happening there. And then everybody else has to fight in a Simon. Like, it's crazy. But all praise is due to the Most High, family. Peace and love.